this cabinet meeting that is being held. So what the Pakistani media is reporting is that the federal cabinet meeting chaired by the Prime Minister is on, and they are considering the option of imposing emergency in Pakistan. What does that mean, and will that actually happen remains to be seen, or will that make the present government even more unpopular if they were to do so? I think these are calculations that they'll have to make. Let me go across to Hafizullah Niazi, who's joining us. Do you believe this is the right thing to do? Is an emergency needed in Pakistan?
There are so many technical impediment hitches in between. Emergency, although possibly I'm not a constitutionalist, but Article 232, I think, is the one which allows you to invoke emergency. But there are so many conditions. Number one, it is supposed to be enforced by or implemented by the President of Pakistan, who is a die-hard PTI supporter. The last time President Alvi was with Imran Khan for 2.5 hours at police rest house. The other way is that one of the province, they just request in the assembly of the province, I think they resolve and they pass a resolution and then request the federal government to impose an emergency. In all cases, federal government cabinet is to put forward the proposal first. But naturally, in this case, President is the one who is going to enforce or promulgate emergency. So there are so many ifs and buts.
Right.
But the problem is right now, it's just beyond a normal situation. Whatever the judiciary is doing, it's not the justice. It's justice plus. And naturally, there are inside the judiciary there are many fault lines. And people have seen this thing that they were out and so many time and again they washed their dirty linen inside general public and on media, and everything was really was taken as a breaking news.
Okay.
So when the Supreme Court, especially the senior most judges, if there is a split and drastic split, and there is a judges conduct allegation or whatever. So those are there. Even some judges' cases are with the Supreme Judicial Council. So possibly there is a trust deficit. Now the point is that it's the matter that whatever goes in Imran's favor, so his supporters are jubilant and upbeat. And whereas once it goes into government favors, government party's favor, so they are also naturally they become very.
Yeah, I think one thing that is a given is that Imran Khan, when he speaks to his supporters and followers, we are expecting that to happen this evening. He will have to ensure that he sends out that message unequivocally that there cannot be violence in his name. He's given that statement to the courts as well. He has said this from court premises earlier. We heard he said, "I didn't know that 40 people had lost their lives." He has to ensure that tempers are calm.
Lady, are you asking me?
No, I'm just saying that he will have to do so. He will have to come across as the person who is not fueling violence.
Imran Khan's credibility is only among his blind followers. Otherwise, he is full of contradictions. He really, unfortunately, used to be good friends, and for a big span of time, we are of the same age. We spend a huge time. Naturally, I don't go into that. But Imran, unfortunately, he is either misconstruing or distorting or blatantly lying whenever he's talking. It's very unfortunate.
Okay, you said blind followers. Really so that's why I would say it will be even more important that he sends that message, because clearly he has followers who will follow his...
Let me add one sentence.
Okay.
That is because, you see, three times, but maybe one more time, last 1 year, he tries to generate a pressure on the government and the establishment. 25th of May, 2022, he was supposed to bring 3 million people on road inside Islamabad. And then he said that, okay, I'll come, I'll get the election done. I'll be very happy if even that crowd was even more than 6,000 or 7,000. And it was very You could see the footage.
Okay,
Then
okay.
on 26th of
No,
November,
Mr. Niazi, my
he was
central
out
point
there
is that
just
because
to
he's getting that
first-
relief from the courts, he
and
will
he
have
had
to
to-
stand up to the violence that his
that
own
made-
supporters are guilty of. I have limited time. Let me go around the panel and give 30 seconds each to all of our guests on what they see next for Imran Khan and Pakistan. Kamar Chima, why don't you go first? What happens from here on for the individual and for the country? Kamar Chima, unfortunately, I'm not getting your audio. Are you on mute? No, I think there's some audio issue with him. Just hold on with me. G. Parthasarthi, why don't you go very quickly?
I think the fact of the matter is, if the politicians keep messing it up like this, you will end up with martial law, in which case Asim Munir is no great admirer of Imran Khan. So God bless and God save Imran Khan if that happens. So if, as I said, if the politicians are insistent on taking the country into a mess, a country where a coup d'etat is not something unexpected,
Yeah.
and you have a general who's the army chief who's not a particular lover of Imran Khan.
Well, not just coups, but even assassinations are not out of the ordinary. Muneeb Hamid, what about you? What do you see as the future for Imran Khan and for the country?
Well, definitely no martial law in the country. I see disqualifications coming from the Supreme Court because we have a date of elections on 14th of May, which the PDM government has, rejected. So maybe next week I'm going to see a lot of disqualifications by the Supreme Court. And of course, in the near future, we have no option apart from Imran Khan. And if there are elections, Imran Khan is going to win with a majority.
All right. Mr. Niazi, do you want to add to this as well?
Yes, please, I do. I think that what I see is a very little, limited style of emergency, like the General Musharraf brought in on 3rd of November 2007, possibly. And then they will sort out everything. Because if that is the case, so the establishment army is not going to succumb to Imran's pressure and get themselves diluted. It's no way. Establishment would make sure, if at all that stage is going to be set, so they would like to see first Imran perishes, and if they had to, and there's no other way, unfortunately. So that is going to be the case. But mark my words that Imran Khan has no future in Pakistani politics because of the 1 year's conduct and the kind of rowdyism they introduced.
I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that, Mr. Niazi and all the other guests. I thank you all for joining us. Moving